What's up YouTube? Dougie Chong here. Welcome to today's episode where I'll be reviewing Pokemon cards as an investment. I'll start the video off by saying Happy New Year to everyone. I hope 2021 will be a great year. To get into the festive spirit, and just because the stocks are crazy high in general, I decided to make a pretty different video where I'll review Pokemon cards as an investment vehicle. Before I start the video, I just want to give a big shout out to @OutsideTheBox.Inc. for sponsoring this video. Message them for all your Pokemon card, shoe, and basketball card needs in the Toronto area. They are great people to work with, always have authentic products, and sell things like rare Jordan shoes if you like those. In this video, I will be going over how a toy such as Pokemon became such a unique investment vehicle. Then I'll be opening up some Pokemon cards myself. And last but not least, I'll say whether Pokemon cards are a buy in my opinion. Again, just a quick disclaimer to start this off. This isn't really investment advice. Like, you're not gonna put your entire portfolio, your entire savings into Pokemon cards, but it's kind of a fun thing to have on the side. So to understand the asset class of Pokemon cards, you have to look at the origin of Pokemon. And I think the first ever Pokemon cards here in North America at least were released in the year 1996. I believe the card game originated in Japan and just Pokemon in general, and that's how it got shipped here to America and became very popular very quickly. But in this video, I will be focusing on the American trading cards. And it really just comes down to a simple formula of supply and demand. Since there are not very many of these original cards, the price has skyrocketed recently. I'll even show one of those cards right here. For those of you unfamiliar with Pokemon, this is a Charizard card. This is a Charizard from the original base set. A first edition version of this card recently sold for over $200,000 US to the rapper known as Logic. Now mine is not first edition, it's not even the second edition, so it's not worth $200,000, but it still could be several hundred to even $1,000. But the story of how I got this particular Charizard card is pretty interesting. I didn't buy it recently, I had it from when I was a kid. I was actually about 12 or 13 years old. I was trying to sell my Yu-Gi-Oh cards actually at a garage sale, and an older kid, maybe 18 or 17 years old, offered to sell me this Charizard for just $7. Now as a kid, I had a few Pokemon cards myself, but I was never really that lucky. I could never pull a card as good as Charizard. So when the opportunity to get this card for $7 came up, I didn't see it as an investment, I just kind of wanted it for myself. And even though the card is not in the best condition, it has over 10 times its value. Granted, that is about 15 years ago now. But the fact that one single Pokemon card can go for $200,000 shows the demand side of things. Those kids that grew up liking and collecting Pokemon now find themselves in their late 20s, early 30s with more money to spend. And now they can either afford those Pokemon cards that they could not buy as a child, or they can just buy it as a sense of nostalgia. I read that a first edition Charizard at the time of print was about $35. So if we say there's a perfect condition one in 10 Charizards, then you'd have maybe a $350 investment turning to $200,000. That's an investment return of 57,000%, vastly outperforming most stocks. So what else led up to this huge run up in price? Surely one rapper could not have that big of an effect. The recently released Pokemon Go game probably had something to do with bringing more visibility back into the Pokemon game. It was an augmented reality phone app that allowed users to go to real world places and catch Pokemon at those locations. Also, a very popular YouTuber and social media influencer known as Logan Paul bought a sealed booster box of the original packs for $200,000, and I believe a first edition Charizard for about $150,000, and that just really hyped up Pokemon even more. So that's some history on Pokemon and why it's popular now, but it's important to note that you can't really predict which of these cards are gonna become the next big cultural phenomenon. Pokemon is probably the most valuable, but as a kid I saw Pokemon and Digimon as almost equal, and Digimon really did not take off as much. Now I'll state the pros and cons of investing in Pokemon cards. The first positive is that you have something to look at and admire. Unlike stocks, which is just a number in your account, you can look at some charts maybe. A Pokemon card, you can actually look at it. It's like art. A lot of people hang famous painters or famous other works of art, and it's just something that you can physically look at and admire. Secondly, if you buy the packs of Pokemon cards, you only have a chance at getting those really rare ones. You're not guaranteed it, and in that sense, you get a sense of adrenaline, kind of like playing the lottery. We'll be opening up this tin and seeing how good our luck is today. Again, this tin was brought to us by OutsideTheBox.Inc. on Instagram. If you want your very own, feel free to hit them up on Instagram. And the third positive is that if somehow your bank account got hacked or the stock markets crashed like crazy, your Pokemon cards should be fine because they'll be in your house somewhere. Now I'll mention some of the cons of investing in Pokemon cards. This is because Pokemon cards are very different from stocks. The first con is that since it is a physical card, there's always the risk of it being stolen. Unlike something like a big painting, maybe a rare Vincent van Gogh painting that there's only one of in the world, there's quite a few different Charizards, so to know that yours is really yours is a little bit harder. I think they have barcodes now on the cards that when they're graded so you can know a Charizard is your Charizard. But in general, there's always the risk of your cards being stolen. Then again, most would-be robbers probably don't know the value of Pokemon cards, so that's kind of a built-in anti-theft right there. They might leave your $200,000 Charizard and take your $2,000 TV. But in that same train of thought, Pokemon cards are also at risk of being damaged. And one of the things that makes Pokemon cards so valuable and sports cards in general is the condition of the card. One bend and it's practically worthless. Another con is that cards take up physical space, whereas stocks are just some bits in a computer, maybe on a server somewhere in a bank. A Pokemon card will take up physical space, and you have to store it somewhere secure. The final con that I will mention, and yes, there probably are others, but this is just the final con that I will mention, is that fake cards do exist. I saw a YouTube video where someone opened a box that was supposed to be sealed, but it was actually opened and then resealed. And that's just absolutely terrifying when it can be something like $100,000. Some fakes are easy to spot, but I don't think I'd ever be comfortable buying a card secondhand for thousands of dollars. The risk is just too high. I think I'll also show some footage of me opening up some dollar store Pokemon cards just for fun. These packs are never worth the money, they're not really an investment, but they are very cheap and good if you just need to fill your collection with a few holos. Having an entire set of Pokemon cards is usually more valuable than individual cards. Alright, now let's get into unboxing a Charizard tin. Once again, this tin is brought to you by OutsideTheBox.Inc. You can find them on Instagram. I'll leave a link in the description below. Alright, we'll start by opening the tin. We'll be sure not to damage the tin. The tin itself can be worth money in a few years. That's actually almost a surefire way you can make money. You can leave this product sealed in its current state and then sell it maybe in 20 years. That's almost a surefire way to make a lot of gains, but it's not a lot of fun, so we're gonna open up this tin right here. We've also got some sleeves. These should be $1 for about 100. And some top loaders, just in case we get a good card. You want to put it in the sleeve right away to not damage the cards. Alright, so this tin has the Charizard promo and 4 packs of the Hidden Fates Pokemon package. I think the most valuable card you can get from this set is the Shiny Charizard. So that is the card we will be looking for. I did a quick search through the sold listings on eBay, and it looks like this card goes for around $650 in a PSA 9 and $1,200 in PSA 10. There's no guarantee that we will get these cards, but it is pretty exciting to open them. Alright, let's take a look at the Charizard promo. I think I read if the promo is PSA 10, that means perfect condition, including centering. It almost makes back the price of the tin. You can tell if a card is centered by looking at the yellow border, or in this case it's like a silver border, and seeing if the card is equal on both sides. We have some sleeves, and we'll put this card in the sleeve right away. Let's take a look at the back of the card. The centering on the back is also important. Looks a bit to the right, not perfect. So here are the 4 Hidden Fates booster packs. Alright, we'll start with the Mewtwo pack opening. I think you take 4 cards from the back, and then that should have the most valuable card in the middle there. Alright, we start off with a Magmar. Classic Pokemon there. Scyther. Pokemon Center Lady. I think I see a pretty shiny card there in the back. Got Water Energy. Could that be the Charizard? We got Ekans, which is Snake backwards. Psyduck. Staryu. It's gonna be a good card in the... Is this the last card? Clefairy. One more card. Slowpoke. And what could it be? It is Mr. Mime. Reverse Hollow.
One more.
Oh, one more, of course.
Are you ready?
Alright. And the big card is... Jordan! No, it's a Snorlax. Alright. Almost got it. 3 more packs to go. Alright, second pack. We got the Zapdos pack. First one was the Mewtwo pack. See, I like to kind of keep the packs in pristine condition. They have pretty cool artwork. Some people reseal them, so you gotta look out for those, but this one will just keep in that good condition. Alright, we'll start off with Brock's Grit. Then we have Giovanni's Exile. Graveler. Fighting Energy. Clefairy. Slowpoke. Pikachu, that's an iconic Pokemon right there. Charmander, the first form of Charizard. Voltorb. And Brock's Grit Reverse Hollow. And the last card we got, another Mr. Mime. This time, not even hollow. Alright, we're not having some great luck here. Now we got the Mew pack. Oh, we got a second Mewtwo pack over here. Alright, we'll start this one off with Colorless Energy, I think. Then a Metapod, Magmar, Misty's Cerulean Gym, Caterpie, Paris, Charmander, again that first form of Charizard, Clefairy, Slowpoke, and a Hollow Fire Energy. Not bad, not bad. One more card even. It is Wigglytuff GX. It's not the Charizard, but that's probably a pretty good card we got there. We'll sleeve that one up right away. Boom. Wigglytuff GX. That's the evolution of Jigglypuff. Centering looks pretty good on that one. Now we got the last pack here. Trick to get these down in the top loader is to hit them on a table. Don't even know what energy that is, but it's some sort of energy card. Farfetch'd. Brock's Pewter City Gym. Got a Chansey, that's a very classic Pokemon right there. Caterpie. Got Paris. Ekans. Psyduck. Staryu. Reverse Holo Scyther. Not a bad card at all. And Kangaskhan. Non-holo, but we'll take it. Alright, so out of that Charizard tin, the valuable cards are probably the Wigglytuff GX. Not sure how much it's worth. I'll try to put it on the screen if I find out how much later. And the Charizard GX. Both not too bad cards, but if this was from an investment standpoint, probably did not make back the value of the tin. Now I'll go over whether I think Pokemon cards are a buy in my opinion or not. Of course, as you saw, I had a tin of Pokemon cards. I'm filming this before I actually opened them, so I don't know whether it was worth it or not. Maybe I'll show that part right here, the cost breakdown, if it was worth it. But basically, Pokemon cards are so popular right now, they're flying off the shelves. If you can get them at that retail price, it's almost worth it. People are able to resell them for higher than they buy it at retail price. And if you're in it for the long haul and you like how they look, it's probably worth it to just buy it and hold, just like stocks. Of course, if you don't even like looking at Pokemon cards, you're not interested in them, I don't recommend really buying them purely as an investment side. And I definitely don't recommend putting a large portion of your portfolio into Pokemon cards, maybe just like a % or two just for fun. With the market being as hot as it is right now, it's really hard to find some stocks that I can recommend. That being said, I do not recommend putting all your investment portfolio into Pokemon cards. Just buy a few that you like the artwork for and maybe just hold on to them for a bit. I personally will be holding on to this Charizard for quite some time. That's it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed this alternative investment video. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video and don't forget to subscribe if you have not already. Enjoy the rest of your day and see you in the next video.